You got it just in time.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole dick intro.
We used to do it like this, people.
You want to have a whole dick?
Serious?
Yeah, right on the money. You were really ready to go on this podcast.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I said I was ready, and then it turns out I'm a fucking liar.
I left my phone over there, so I have no way to mute mine. So.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So it's the 10th of July.
Yo!
Important day in gaming history.
Why?
I don't know. And then it's a Tuesday, I guess. And no Alf this time. It's just Joey.
And Kyle.
Yeah, GoldenSaucer.net podcast. We are going to probably be a quick one this week because
there ain't shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Joe, did you hear that there's a new Dragon Ball Z movie coming?
Really? No.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently this is probably for the news, but they're Akira Toriyama decided that Brawly needed to be canon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Brawly's getting a DBZ Super movie.
All right.
Yeah. You see what are you looking it up? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got some artwork already for it. December 14th. IMAX 4D.
Is it just a Brawly? Is it just Brawly centric movie or? That doesn't tell me shit.
It says Dragon Ball Z Super Brawly.
It just says Dragon Ball Z Brawly, the legendary. There you go, the legendary Super Saiyan.
And then someone made this mock-up where they're like, "Breaking news: Toriyama announces Brawly 4." It's not enough that he was a woman. Now he's double canon.
This says this is 1993.
Well, that's not when Dragon Ball Z. Super
release date
out.
September 15th. There we go.
That might have been like the first two Brawly movies that aren't
fully remastered English dub of Brawly, the legendary Super Saiyan, to movie theaters. So it's just a remaster of the.
It can't be a remaster. It's Super.
That's what it says right here on IMDb.
They have blue hair, my guy. Hey, change the name of the podcast.
They have blue hair on here.
Why are you shitting on my hat? What the fuck?
Good stuff. I can't change it now. We're already in it.
But you can re-upload. Fine. Whatever.
There. Let's see if this works.
If it'll change it mid-podcast?
Yeah.
Not likely.
That's maybe. There you go. I changed it. All right. So
what'd you change it to? Because I can't see.
Blue hair, my dude.
Okay.
I'll put my instead of ma. We'll see how that uploads and what happens. Maybe this by typing in Brawly movie, it just gives me the wrong one.
These are leaks from Japan, is what I'm seeing.
Okay, well, here's what I'm seeing. It says showtimes September 15th through 18th, and it says Dragon Ball Z Brawly.
That might be to hype this up?
Maybe.
Because this has a release date on it. It says December.
And then I see the thing you're talking about, Brawly revealed in Dragon Ball Super Movie 2018. Dragon Ball Brawly, it's Brawly 9 hours ago. Then a bunch of Team 4-star nonsense.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So, I mean, there you
go. Also, we're saying his name wrong. It's Broly.
Broly.
Yeah, but
Brawly.
I always thought it was Brawly because it sounds like he's brawling.
Right. Well, I mean, the whole thing about DBZ is their names are different vegetables.
Yeah.
Like broccoli, right? Your phone's probably the one making that noise. Or is it me? It's probably me.
I think it's you, actually. Yeah, my phone's on Salente.
Let's see. Yeah. So how was the week? Well, we do the normal bullshitting, and then the what the fuck you been playing?
Yeah. I don't know. I spent most of my week with you.
Oh yeah, we were working. A lot of work.
We got to look at some M19 stuff for Magic.
Yeah. No Alf here. We can talk about fucking Magic.
Yeah.
Played some Magic. That was fucking fun.
It was good. We got to see a lot of openings for it.
Yeah. Went to pre-releases and all that stuff. It was fun.
Some interesting deck archetypes there. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
What do you think was seemed like dragons was like the concept.
Right, they were trying to push like you should be playing some dragons, but there's not enough dragon stuff in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of dragons at like the uncommon slot though.
Yeah.
And like it seems like you're playing
just a little bit, yeah.
It seems like you're playing red X.
You know what
I mean? Like you're just like you're playing red, you're getting some dragons, you're splashing for whatever color you've got that supports the dragons. Man, I saw like no less than like 9 dragon hordes opened.
Yeah, that was the thing. I saw dragon hordes. I saw the like the dragon egg, you know, a couple of the legendary dragons.
That 6-drop 4/4 flyer haste.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
And like it was kind of cool to see like, you know, a core set being opened again, you know, because it's got the
That's why it's dragons,
right?
Yeah, I mean, but
I think it was kind of weird that
there's not more zombies and like more.
Right, there was a zombie lord in there,
mm-hmm.
And then there's a spirit lord in there.
Like Lily does zombie stuff, like,
right? But the weird, like, you know, we're gonna go a little bit deep because Al's not here to shit on it. But like the weird thing is like there's like a lot of stuff that doesn't belong in a core set for the standard environment. You know, for those of you who don't know, standard is the game type of the most recent. To dumb it down, just a couple of sets, just the stuff you can walk in the shelf and buy.
Yeah,
I'll walk into a store and buy. Yeah, sure. Exactly. So that's the recent stuff. And it's to keep you playing with the new stuff. So like they pepper in some stuff to go into the older sets, to play with the older sets to make it more interesting. But like some of the stuff like in this setting of a limited environment of just these cards doesn't make sense. Like the removal, the black removal, the white removal.
Yeah, kind of the colorless removal.
Yeah, exactly.
You think like maybe that they're trying for this set to like kind of set the stage for like later sets.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They could be planning that. The lack of color fixing in the rare slot, which is normally where in core sets they put some kind of color fixing in there, even if it's just pain lands, which are lands that you have to pay life to get colors, you know, that kind of stuff. We didn't see any of that. You know, we saw the two colors that would take the place of the land in the common land in the land slot, which was really weird, just regular tap land. So really weird on that. And
yeah, like kind of alleviates like in the limited format, but it does nothing for standard.
Right.
So
even in the limited, like, well, you know, the sealed limited, you can open it and get it, but then in like a draft style format, it adds a card to the pool that isn't normally there.
Yeah.
So and then I think what was the other thing I saw that kind of had me scratch my head was like there was definitely a few cards where I was like, I haven't seen that card, even in uncommon. Like there was like it was like a pirate spirit card or something that I had only saw one. I saw one the entire weekend. I saw probably the equivalent of like 2 cases open, you know.
Yeah. It seems like they were trying to like focus on like you said, like kind of like the dragon travel, but then also like they had like those weird horses, right? That are
right,
all,
the mares that
are all color specific.
Right, they protection from another color, and
they have like a rock paper scissors kind of scenario with each other, where one's good against the other, and then
those cards was good because they give you an idea, especially for new players, of the breakdown of what each color is good and what the opposing is, and
and they kind of have like an idea of like what that color is good at.
Exactly.
That being said, like it's another like adding to the idea of how color specific the set is. So it's weird that they're kind of like taking away flexibility instead of adding it.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe we're doing Son of Return of Ravnica next, right?
Right. Guilds of Ravnica is next. So
maybe
the you know, they're setting up some stuff, which is weird because the colorless removal in Ravnica, like, what are you removing? Ugin, maybe, right?
I mean, like maybe they're not going to do like the actual guilds. You know what I mean? Like maybe they won't be like, even though the set kind of implies that it will.
Yeah.
But yeah, like maybe they won't be like just like the typical 2-color, like the guild mages all over again. You know what I mean? Overall, it was a fun weekend though.
Yeah.
Got to see some friends.
Yeah.
I even got to play a little bit of Magic.
Yeah,
first time in a while.
That's you know, I played some casual, but like nothing like.
Yeah. I got to play some casual games of Modern because like I've been out of that scene for a long time. So that was fun. Other than that, I didn't really do much.
You didn't play any of the Overwatching and the PTR and all that stuff?
No, I avoid the PTR. I like for when it to just because like I play on console, so like we don't have PTR. PTR is for PC only. That being said, I usually like to wait until they've worked the bugs out of those characters.
Oh yeah.
Because like 90% of the time the character drops on PTR and then people go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then they nerf bomb it and then like it comes out and becomes a reasonable character within like a month of it actually releasing.
Yeah.
Which is how it should be. And it's reasonable, so that's why I stay away from the PTR.
I mean, like, you know,
I don't want to have the idea of like playing this character and being like, okay, he plays like this, and then the next week he doesn't. You know what I mean? So like,
right. Well, I mean, the same thing happens in most multiplayer games is that you develop you develop a character and you test it internally, or a setting or whatever, and you test it internally, and then even like going back to Magic, there may be things that you didn't even think about to try or see, or and then like there's nothing better than throwing a ton of people at a problem to see if they can crack at it,
especially people who want to crack it. Like so like that's the one thing that people are saying right now is that his movement is like entirely too good, just because like he has like that Widowmaker style grappling hook, and he can kind of like swing around the stage Spider-Man style, and he's just got like this kind of insane amount of mobility that like even Diva, who has a booster jet and can literally fly for several seconds, like even she doesn't have this kind of mobility. So like the presence of a tank that can move faster than like some of your DPS characters is gonna be like pretty meta changing, I think, in terms of like, especially like if like the dive strategy becomes back, and like it's like, oh, we'll just have a Hammond or Wrecking Ball, whatever you want to call him, and then have like a Mercy attached to him who can dash along with a character, and just like have those two swing around the back, and then have your other 4 party members like assaulting the front. Like it's a pretty good strategy. So
what do you think they do for like loot boxes for him? Do you think that like obviously the ball gets painted some kind of color, and stuff like that? Do you get like a soccer ball one? Do you get like the clear hamster ball one where he's just in there going nuts?
You definitely get the clear hamster ball. I think
is it you get one where he has like stupid different hats,
where they change the hamster? Like
no, he's still a hamster.
You think he becomes like a gerbil or like a rabbit,
or that, or like he's got an eye patch in some of them?
Maybe.
Which way do they go with this?
Who knows? And then maybe you get like that giant you get like that like 1960s like Johnny Quest walking eyeball robot.
Or exactly, it's a giant eyeball. It's what was it in fucking Quake had that.
I thought you were gonna say Neversoft, the old
like that, exactly. So
I think there's like several things you can do there with that character design. That being said, like how do you feel about the character design of that character?
I mean, I'm one who wishes, like I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, that they do have a lot of lore for Overwatch, but I do wish they delved more into it, even just doing the side stories or pulling characters to like have little side missions or whatever. Just like
this one's like especially light too. I think it was like somebody was like, there's a hamster cage on one of the on like the lunar base.
Exactly. They talk about like what you could find going back and looking into it and things like that.
Can he talk?
Exactly. He has to have something to have his emotes.
I haven't been on PTR. Like, is anybody in the chat? Yo, does the Hammond talk?
We got some people looking in there, but I don't see anyone in the chat saying anything.
Okay.
So.
Like that'd be great if he was like voiced by like
he's just Marcus Phoenix. He's John DiMaggio.
John DiMaggio. I was thinking.
I saw he went he.
I know he has like a little giggle. I was hoping for the new Stargate guy who did Kratos maybe, or like like a James Earl Jones like kind of deep voice kind of guy. It'd be good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in what Hammond would do and stuff like that. I don't think it's enough to bring me back to the game, but I'm glad they're putting new stuff into that game.
2 years deep, we're still, you know what I mean.
I think the main problem of that game for me, especially, is that it's 5v5, right? So you 6v6. So you gotta have
in most cases
you gotta have like
at least two people,
a literal crew.
So like I said, in like a recent patch, they did a thing where you can like kind of subscribe to what role you want to play. So like in doing that, like it definitely like allows people to like have like a group that's a little more defined.
Yeah.
That being said, like it's still a random. You're still dealing with literally whomever. But it is steps in the right direction. When World of Warcraft added the queue for like I want to do a random dungeon, or I want to do this specific dungeon, and I'm willing to play this role or this role.
Yeah.
Or like I'm specifically queuing as a tank. And then like you queue instantly because everybody needs tanks or whatever.
Yeah.
It streamlined the experience so much for finding a group. That being said, you're still with randoms. So
someone said, it looks like Tuna4 says you're still a little quiet. You gotta get up in there.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. It could just be like I had to refix mine.
Maybe you gotta get let's do this real quick. Hold
on. Plug your ears.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, how we sounding, boys?
I mean, you're up there. Like, I think you just you gotta remember, like sometimes the mics you gotta like point it right at your face.
Yeah, you gotta crane it.
If you get to the side, it's not an omnidirectional. It's a
straight
on.
It's a microphone.
So that's why I point it right at my face.
One of those shotgun mics.
Yeah. Anyway, as you were saying.
What was I saying?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, we fixed the mic problem.
Hammond.
He's Dr. Hammond. He gets a Dr. Hammond outfit, so he looks
yeah.
like,
he'll
like a hat,
Robinson
and then
kind of no. Dr. Hammond's the
with the cane from
the
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
He has like little white
maybe
shirt.
they'll freeze him in amber for one of his
Yeah, there you go. He's just a big hamster in a ball of amber.
Yeah,
it'd be fun. He's in Rocket League secretly. He's been there the whole time. He's in.
They're gonna put him in Heroes of the Storm.
I mean, of course they're putting him in Heroes of the Storm. Genji's in. Not is it Genji? Genji's
and
in.
Hanzo and
Diva and Tracer.
Yeah.
They're all there.
Zarya.
Yeah, I don't remember. I quit playing HOTS. I miss playing HOTS, but not a lot.
The boys play HOTS.
They're okay.
There's a lot of boys that
they want to play HOTS seriously. I want to just get in Sergeant Hammer and fucking troll people with Sergeant fucking Hammer.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fucking.
You want to play Deckard Cain?
I would play Deckard Cain but I don't think I know how to play that character properly.
Just put him to sleep. Tell him a story. Get fucked.
I die a lot.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah. Yeah. So it's all right. Well, obviously we talked about the week a little bit. Talk about some of this fucking news because there's a lot of it.
Is there a lot of news?
A lot of small stuff that's
all right,
like
let's go. Yeah,
summer news.
Oh wait, have you played anything?
I played Magic a little bit, and then I played Game & Watch Chef. That's the one where Mr. Game & Watch is like trying to catch the fish.
wait. On the actual Game & Watch?
Yeah, I played the Game & Watch.
What the fuck?
It counts.
It counts. Yeah,
it counts.
Where'd you even get one of them?
Yeah. I mean, I it was pretty fun. Like, I actually
Meh.
I was actually one of the things that's like I'm in the one of the early test rings for the Xbox UI.
Yeah.
And they put out one and then they screwed up and they're like, yeah, we had to system reset.
Don't touch that one.
No, it's not that. They're like, yeah, we installed it. Shit's fucked up. So now we have to factory reset your console.
Oh no!
So
is that what it's doing?
That's
over
what
there?
that's what it's doing over there. Is factory resetting.
I'd be so pissed. I just put a bunch of DLC on my.
So
thing.
one of the things you would be interested in, they added. I don't know if it hit the July update, which is part of the news, just came out. And I don't know if it's in the July update. I'll bring up the news while I talk about. One of the things they added is the ability to remember multiple Wi-Fi passwords.
Yo,
so like a lot of people are fucking really excited about that.
That's real.
So I've had that for a little bit. So
I only need like 2 or 3, but like I'm in there.
I don't know if that was in there, but it says on Xbox.com the fast start for select the thing they announced at E3 for certain titles is working. Groups, which is kind of like you just like remember how, you have pins. Right. On your home, you can just
you can be like
make a group. You can make a group called Dope Ass Sports Games, and then pin all this dope ass sports games in there.
Or I thought we were talking about something different.
Okay. Or you can also group. I do believe you can also group your friends.
I want a button.
Yeah,
I want a button that like is like, yo, I group with these 2 honkies all the time.
That's a party.
Right, but then I'd be like, I want to click this one button, and it's always there, and I like invite these 2.
Oh, yeah, you
because I have to go through the process of inviting these 2 to my party literally every time I sign on.
You can go to Xbox. I think it's Xbox User Voice, I think they closed User Voice now. You can just go to Reddit and say, hey, look, I want to have a group. You know what I'm saying?
Like just remember the group,
or like, hey, bring up my favorite group,
or just like program it to like be like, yo, if I push this button, will it invite the last people I was in a group with back to my group?
Yeah. The rest of it is like searching, improvements to search, improvement to mixer share controller.
Is that thing that knows what you want to play yet?
That's the fast start.
Remember that lady who was like, it does the thing, and then nobody clapped, and she was like, it does the thing.
And then they fixed some of the cameras.
And then Kevin Dunn WWE like they edited some applause in there, even though everyone was like,
I bought an applause thing today that like is a little thing. You hit the button, it says applause. But the problem is like when you put batteries in, the button like becomes less functional. So I was gonna bring it here, but we're missing out. So like the gag is missing. So. But anyway, they also updated to some more webcams and more stability. Small update, but see if that Wi-Fi thing is in there. It might be in there. They might have stealthed it in there.
Hot, yeah, I'd take that.
I mean, like I told like everyone who doesn't know this, the reason why Xbox doesn't do it is there's a guy who patented that idea, not the technology, the idea of being able to remember more than one Wi-Fi password. And so any console they use that has that in there, they have to pay that asshole money.
Cut that guy a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I mean, my phone do it.
That's because Google paid for that.
Yeah.
Or, on the Android platform.
Yeah.
And Apple pays for it, and all these other things. And some people probably don't know that it's a thing that they have to license, and they probably just fucking put it in there. They're
gonna get in trouble.
I'm pretty sure. All right. Let's see what else is in this news. Like I said, it's a bunch of like stubborn, small things.
Mm-hmm.
Like little news tidbits. Like there's an interesting article where everyone's like kicking Sony while they're down about the crossplay thing that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks.
They should. It's dumb.
They've been really like hammering home that that's like a bad idea. We talked about it with the Minecraft commercial, and people are just coming out left and right saying, "Hey, this is hard to work with." I think it was last week we talked about Todd Howard talking about it in Fallout 76. And then like one of the best things I heard is this is coming from the company who post E3 put out the YouTube video about how easy it was to share your physical games on the PS4. It just shows how becoming the market leader really shapes and molds what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Overwatch, they finally announced that the Pink Mercy skin raised $12.7 million for breast cancer
Holy
research.
shit.
Yeah, that came out today.
Wow.
So, I thought about buying that skin, but then I was like, this is going to be one of those skins that's not rare because everyone has it.
Yeah. I bought it, but I bought everything.
Yeah, you buy everything. We know you're dumb. You love giving Blizzard your money.
I didn't even equip it.
Oh no.
It's for cancer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gave me a thing. Like, I'll give anybody. I say I'll give anybody $5. I'm pretty sure it was $15. But
I think it's cool, and like I'm glad it went out and like
did well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's good. I don't see it very often. I don't
really?
I don't see Mercy that often.
Maybe everyone just plays it and doesn't equip it because they're like me. Like, no, everybody's got that thing. Like
I said, Mercy's not super playable right now.
Apparently, like tweets from the Dead. Dead Island tweeted that they're still working on Dead Island 2. Don't worry. So
I think they've made the mistake of missing the.
Well, it was a tweet.
Yeah, but like they've missed the mark.
Oh yeah, you think it's been too long?
I do. I think that remember because like the initial hype for Dead Island was high.
Mm-hmm.
They had that commercial that was so good.
Yeah, they had a really misleading trailer.
That first commercial with the kid, and then like the falling through the window, and like it had like that really.
And it was backwards and everything.
It was so good. And then it was kind of like misleading, but the game was still fun enough.
No, the game was where you could throw the sword and it would get stuck in midair.
Yeah.
You could get in the truck and just drive around and beat everyone up because the truck was basically indestructible.
I just did a lot of fucking flying kicks with high heels on.
Yeah.
Because I played the Asian chick.
There you go.
But and then
they're still working on it though.
And then I even thought that Riptide had missed the point.
Yeah.
So like now it's like when it comes out, it's like, do I play it? Of course I play it. But that's because I'm this guy,
right? Well, and then during this was during like peak zombie, H1Z1 and DayZ and
Walking Dead was that like
Walking
it's like
Dead.
Hysteria heights.
We had just come off Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Left 4 Dead 2. But.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2. I meant the series, but Dead Rising wasn't terrible yet, right?
It's true. There's a lot of stuff. Halloween Horror Nights was like, we got those zombies going on, you know
right?
What I'm saying? Like,
Well.
Yeah, now it's like I think it's just like, I think you're gonna put it out and it's gonna do fine. I think that's the issue is, it's not gonna break any records. It's not gonna get anything higher than an 8.
Oh no.
I don't want to be
happy with that. Though.
I don't want to shit on them without them putting the game out. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want them to. It's Deep Silver, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I want it to be successful just because like I want everybody to be successful. I want the gaming industry to be the biggest industry in the world. But like it's just,
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. There's a thing about fans of Gravity Rush is trying to prevent the servers from being shut down. So that way that new players can enjoy it and stuff like that. So
I mean, if you don't want it to be shut down, you got to put up those mods. That's the only way it works.
Yeah. I don't know. Gravity Rush was a fun game, you know what I'm saying? But like,
I didn't play it.
the servers are being scheduled to take down on the 18th. So like you got to get in there, and like the server's only been up for a little over a year and a half. So
that's that Vita title that they moved over to PlayStation 4. Yeah. With like the weird verticality. Obviously.
Yeah. Like it was just like you
like
go
a cool
upside down and
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Got a cat, I think.
Yeah,
a girl and a cat.
Sounds right.
All right. Yeah. I remember like playing the demo for it at like my local Best Buy.
Yeah.
On a Vita, but it's also like one of those things where I was like, ew, I have to touch a Vita to play this.
And
then by the time they put it on the PS4, I was already disinterested.
I believe one of them was made free to play on PS Plus. I'm not 100% sure.
Sounds accurate.
All right. I know you have Twitch Prime, right?
No.
So maybe just get that free 30-day Amazon Prime membership, because every day this July, from July 2nd, well, not every day, most of July,
but almost every day.
It runs through July, but from every day from the 2nd through the 17th, they're adding a new game to Twitch Prime, going up to Prime Day. So like they have a little chart, but it's like until August you get Metal Slug 3, The Last Blade, and what is that, Twilight Sprites, I think it is. I can't read it because it shows the logo, right? And then this last week they had Pillars of Eternity, Cube 2, Battle Chef Brigade, Manuel Samuel, Next Up Hero. They have Ernog, Hugh, I don't know what that is, Observer, Tacoma, The Bridge, Brutal Legend, the Real Red Stings Club, Tyranny, Broken Age. So these are all free if you have Twitch Prime. So definitely worth it to get it and log in there and see what's going on. So free. Oh, there, I could have.
Asterisk, you need Twitch Prime.
Yeah, you need Twitch Prime. There's a list down further. Pillars of Eternity, what was the one? Twinkle Star Sprites was what I could remember. Cube 2, Goner, Uranog, Limited, Hugh,
or not
Deponia,
Rex
Doomsday
from Mass Effect 1 and 2,
The Bridge,
parts of 3, I believe,
Red Strings Club, Tyranny, The Framed Collection, Serial Cleaner. Those are the ones I couldn't see.
Joey, Rex or Grunt?
I usually keep Rex. I like Rex a lot more than Grunt. Grunt was not great.
I like Rex's voice better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Grunt, I wasn't. I mean,
they're available in different games. You know what I mean? Like Grunt is in 3. He like hangs with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in the games where because like Rex is a playable character in 1 and then not in the rest of them.
Right.
And then because like if you let him live, he ends up leading the Krogan, right?
I think so. Yeah. That sounds right.
Okay, so asterisk to this, I started playing Mass Effect again.
Yeah.
I forgot to say that.
I forgot to mention.
I bought Mass Effect Trilogy and then subsequently all the DLC that exists for Mass Effect. I know. It's real dumb.
That is a nightmare for anyone who doesn't know.
It's really bad. There's so many pieces of DLC. Like it totaled to like literally almost $90 without the games.
No, I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I've already done it. So
yeah. That being said, God, I'm having fucking fantastic time playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. Like the things that are like bad about it are so easy to overlook. Like shadowing is some of the worst. Like, like anytime where a shadow's cast on a character's face, like it's like the shadow's just static dancing on their face. You're just like, ugh,
oh no,
gross. But you just don't care because you're having such a fucking good time.
Sounds terrible.
No, it's fucking fantastic. I'm like walking up to keepers in the Citadel and I'm like, boop, fucking scan that shit, get some XP. So good.
Sounds terrible.
Told Ashley Williams to shut the fuck up.
I don't like Caden.
Yeah, but Caden's not a xenophobic.
Yeah, that's fine. You can bring her around. That's the point of Shepard.
I don't think you can bring her around.
You bring her out at the end.
She's always still like, I don't know, Shepard. I wouldn't really know. I let her die in an explosion every game.
Yeah, you go die in that thing.
I'm sorry, Caden has medicine. You don't. Like,
no, that's fine.
Also, Caden's voice actor was Carth Onasi from BioWare's other heralded masterpiece, Knights of the Old Republic 1. So there's a bit of nostalgia for Caden for me. I don't usually use him, but that voice, he's got a soothing voice. Pretty good.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying Mass Effect. Anyway, the point is, get all those.
Get that Twitch Prime. Get those free games, boy.
Free games. We're always talking about free games.
Sometimes there was a point in both Joey and I's lives where free games were a big deal, and if you could get them anywhere, you would. So now I get to have the luxury of not needing.
Yeah.
But still, every time something free comes, I even downloaded that free season of DBZ that you told me.
Yeah, free season 1 of DBZ Super.
Until tomorrow, guys. You can still, get that free season 1 of DBZ Super, and at a reduced cost, you can get the rest of the seasons.
That's the trick.
4.
They want you to buy all the seasons for like $10.
They got other shit up there too. You got Ruby, you got your Naruto, you got your One Piece in there. But basically, like all that Funimation crap, all that stuff's on sale.
I wouldn't be surprised to learn it's on Crunchyroll for free.
Oh shit! I mean, Crunchyroll's not free, but whatever.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, you pay for Crunchyroll, you
get the same.
You're not watching DBZ,
right?
But not all at once.
You might be wrong. Like, there's some of those dudes not living the Joey life who's just like cranking out episodes.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna watch 6 in a row per day.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how you do it. That's how you have to do it.
You're playing fighters, and then
you
put that on in the background and.
All right. I didn't even know they were making this. Titanfall Online canceled in South Korea. I'm imagining that was a lot like the Russian,
the John Travolta,
the Russian Halo. I don't know if you remember that. There was a Russian.
Oh, you mean Halo? That's like Jewish Halo.
Yeah. So apparently the development took over 3 years, and
they're canning it.
Player testers were like not really. Like digging it. They're like, yeah, well, everything's changed. AKA Fortnite, AKA PUBG, AKA what's that other free game?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say Radical Heist, but that's dead too. Those
it stinks.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. Don't take 3 years to build whatever you're trying to build.
Yeah, and also in the face like a little like fucking economy changing fucking juggernaut series like Fortnite that's like dominating the entire goddamn industry.
Yeah. All right. Rocket League anniversary is coming up. Starts. It actually started today. Goes all the way till the 23rd. You can get some balloons, 3v3 playlist. There's a whole bunch of nonsense of how to unlock different stuff with eggs and balloons, and there's no crates though, so enjoy. Go play some Rocket League.
Fun game. Better than Lucio Ball in every way.
Oh my gosh. A couple trailers. Do you see the trailer for Talim?
Oh, Talim. Yeah.
Really, that's how I said? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I
nice.
did. Yeah. Long-standing character. I think she was in like some of the originals, like 2, 3. I think she was in 4. She was omitted from 5.
I'm looking at which one she is. She's the one with the sailor hat style.
She has like the
bracer, not the bracers, but the swords that go like.
What are those called? Kukris.
Yeah.
Great character. I'm happy that she made the roster for this game.
I always like picking up Soul Calibur games and playing them, even though I'm not very good at them.
Same. Yeah.
It's that 3D. I don't like the 3D. The Battlefield, the 3D fighting arena, because it always happens that I think that I'm going to do a move that moves me in the 3D space, but it doesn't, or I'm going to, or
you just get knocked off.
And I just get knocked off, or I move the wrong way, and I go, fuck this game.
Yeah, but we're getting pretty close to Soul Calibur 6, yeah? Like,
yeah.
Like right around the corner, right?
Yeah, she wasn't in 5, so.
Yeah.
All right. So that's come up. Your other favorite game got a preview trailer. Shenmue 1 and 2 remasters. They got their pre-order trailer. Those games look...
Shout out to my dude Logan.
Those games look their age in not a great way.
Yeah, it was like playing Kingdom Hearts again. Fucking little dead marionettes.
And I do believe they look like they were in 4x3. I'm pulling up the trailer now.
Fuck!
It looks like it was. I don't know.
Shit.
Oh, how about a game of Lucky Hit? I just saw that in the trailer. Yeah, so, pre-order that August 21st. Get a double-sided poster and reversible cover. They used the old Sega thing at the end. That was kind of nice. All right. Let's see what else we got. 1, 2, 3 things. 4 things. All right. Darksiders 3. I know you're excited. What if I told you it comes out November 27th?
Wait, what?
Darksiders 3.
Really?
Yes, November 27th.
You played as the girl this time, like Famine.
Fury.
Or something? Fury. Yeah.
Yes. There's a $60 standard version and 2 premium editions. Collector's editions cost the collector's edition $150, includes the game, 11-inch tall Fury figurine, a premium box, a steel book, art book, soundtrack, and exclusive armor DLC. Cosmetic does not affect gameplay. Followed up, you have the Apocalypse edition. Guess the price. Higher than 150.
Oh, you actually want me to guess?
Yeah.
300.
Ooh, you would be wrong, sir. $400 includes basically the collector's edition, its own premium box, a 40 by 30 wall scroll with hanger, 2-inch heavyweight amulet with necklace, 4 figurines instead of just Fury. You get Fury, War, Death, and Volgrim. Then you can, if you want to go to IGN, you can see the videos of what they look like. If you want to spend $400 on Darksiders 3.
It's made by Ubisoft.
THQ Nordic.
Yeah, I know. Ubisoft is real big on that kind of collector's edition.
Yes, with the gold
Assassin's
Creed Origins one. Yes.
That $60 one I think is where I'll be landing.
I was not. Dishonored was another one that had like a big collector's edition. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, so I like Darksiders 1.
Ubisoft,
yeah.
What is it?
I think Dishonored is Ubisoft. No, that's first one's Bethesda. Yeah, they're Bethesda. That's right. 1 and 2 are Bethesda.
Why don't I like those games?
I like the idea of like the Dishonored. I can't force myself to play through them.
It's because they're stealthy.
And Darksiders, I really liked the first one because it was like very much in the vein of like a Legend of Zelda kind of stuff.
Yeah, just like a 3D adventure game that had some hack and slashy kind of whatever. But
and then the second one was not that.
The second one was kind of a shit show, to be honest.
And then like the one that came between it, wasn't there one that like the little mini one? I remember there being a little mini one. Okay. I'm not interested in 3 at all. So
yeah, that sucks.
Some interesting bit of news came out that's kind of which is Jonathan Cooper, one of the leads on at Naughty Dog.
Are we about to be hanging with Mr. Cooper?
So you know when you're playing Uncharted and you see the red thing when Nathan's getting shot at, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So he came out on Twitter and said, "Hey, that's not Drake taking damage. That's showing his luck running out, and that when his luck runs out is when someone finally gets a kill shot on him." And so, like Amy Hannon chimed in and was like, "That's true. That's what we wanted to do because we didn't want the game to be like,
he's taking a bunch of damage and then healing it."
Right, exactly. Like we wanted it to be more like they said, more in line with the spirit and tone of the films they were doing homage to. So like like Indiana Jones, like never getting really shot and just being super lucky and things like that. So.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So I think that's pretty cool. Like
I think that's a great idea.
It's like there's nothing that says that can't be the things,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wonderful explanation to an otherwise absurd practice in video games.
Right. I mean, then also like of course the treasure hunter guy is fucking lucky. He's a treasure hunter, right?
Sure.
So that fucking makes sense. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really need to play 4. Get off my butt.
I played 4. It was good.
It's long. Those games are long though. We talked about that when it came out. It's just too long.
Yeah. I want you to play Crash Bandicoot.
Speaking of long games, for people who like long games, Monster Hunter World finally making its way to Steam, August the 9th. It's right around the corner.
I know a bunch of people who were like, "Oh, I'm waiting for PC," and I was like, "All right, have fun."
It did reach the point where I thought it'd come out on PC already, and just everyone was busy playing it instead of talking about when's it coming out. Yeah, no. But nope, it's out on the 9th.
So that being said,
that game's like $20. It's $39.99 new now.
Yeah, that game is going to look fucking nuts on PC.
I imagine like everyone's like everyone like on Reddit is talking about whoa. It can hit 60 frames per second, but they've optimized like for 30, on the recommended. So a lot of people are like, this thing is going to be an interesting show. Like, so I would wait and see what happens, with that. it'll probably be, who knows? That's just what the speculation is right now. Is like, but the recommended says that's where 30 is. So like usually when they aim for the recommended,
All right.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's
you never know. You
strange, off-putting.
You could find out. Like they show 60 frames per second. It shows 4K full screen 60 frames per second. So on the options menu. So maybe it'll do it. But we'll find out.
A pretty fucking baller rig.
All right. Skullgirls announced for the Switch. I thought that was already known, but I guess
cool. I think it's gonna be a fucking awesome. Like right now, it kind of sucks to be a Switch owner, but soon it's gonna be very good.
Yeah.
Especially like, man, the
DBZ Fighter, Skullgirls.
The fighting game community is about to be very happy with the Switch. I think. Yeah.
I think as long as it can keep up. Like,
I mean, what's it running?
Well, I'm saying it's like a 360. You know what I'm saying? But like, so like Skullgirls, it should be fine. But
DBZ takes nothing.
We'll see what happens with DBZ. We haven't seen it in action yet.
I was looking at the PC requirements. It's like you can run it on your fucking whatever.
They do this. There's like
less than World of Warcraft. Like it's
okay.
It's like they're like, bro, it's fucking. They're like, come on, this is fine. Fucking, we drew this game. Like,
well, Skullgirls should be like right around the corner. Let's see if they have an announced date. Nope, they just showed a picture of it running on a Switch. Not even a picture of it. Like it, it's the game superimposed on a Switch. So
solid.
All right. Speaking of the Switch, Octopath Traveler, our favorite magazine of Japan, Famitsu, gave it 9999, so a 36. Traditionally, that they are one of the most renowned resources for reviews coming out on certain games. I think they've only messed up one or two games, so very rarely do they give out 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, which would be a 40. But for a game to get 9999 is really a speaks well to the game. So
Octopath Traveler from the demo that I played was very cool.
Yeah. So I really want to play that. Not a Joey game.
No. Well, you don't know. If I didn't know you, it would blow my mind that Chrono Trigger is your favorite game. So like,
right. Well, I mean, the problem is like that game's a game that's going to take a lot of my time that I don't have.
Yeah.
So, what else? Last thing I have.
It's on the Switch. Play it while you're pooping.
Our favorite gaming celebrity. Crap! I just had his name. Jeff Keighley.
He's our favorite. And
yeah, because of the Keighley's and all that stuff. They have an interesting interview on VentureBeat between Mark Cerny, formerly of Sony, and Amy Hennig, formerly of Uncharted. Remember, she went to EA, left EA, and had her Star Wars games. So it's called a fireside chat with master game makers. So I definitely recommend sitting down there and reading some of that stuff. Like that kind of stuff. I really love behind the scenes and people talking about like their career and things that make them happy, and some of the stories from behind the scenes. It'd probably take you about like 20 minutes to read it. So I like to recommend that kind of stuff. I don't like to dig too deep in it because some people get bored by that stuff. But
yeah, I like reading those things every once in a while. But I also am very much like I never want to ask a magician about his tricks.
I just enjoy it just because like you never know what kind of stuff they'll tell you. Like, oh well, what influenced like that's how you get the cool story about like Nathan Drake and the luck thing. Yeah. The luck thing.
Sure,
it's from these kind of chats and stuff. So check that out. It's on VentureBeat. You can just look up Mark Cerny. Cerny is CERNY, and Amy Hennig. So, yeah. And that's all we have. Woo! Summer games done quick.
Yeah. Summer podcast.
Yeah. I mean, we're a little under what we normally do. It's 45 minutes or so.
We don't have a third wheel to.
Yeah, we don't have
to riff on.
I will say that I
riff off. I don't know.
I will apologize to anyone for last week's show. I had to go back and do some editing and a little bit of work there. So if you didn't catch it on time or whatever, sorry. We got it taken care of.
It's out.
It's out. Better late
check it out.
Yeah, I was busy playing Magic. That's why I didn't do it. And then rendering video, 15 gigs takes a long time.
Uploading that takes even longer.
It takes even longer. I did it like an idiot. I didn't hardwire it. I did it over Wi-Fi.
I was hotspotting my phone.
No, I did not. I didn't do that. I wasn't that crazy. But I mean, it's up there, and then this one will be up tonight.
I was stealing a Medical Plaza's Wi-Fi from the apartment complex next door.
Yeah. I will probably this one will go to YouTube tonight, and then
that's how I used to have internet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's nice.
When I lived at Serenola Pines, there's a place called Palm Villas next door that was a medical rehab facility, and I was totally yanking their free internet from their.
There used to be a lot of times when before everyone knew what Wi-Fi was. That's hard to believe. Like,
right. Well,
that's actually not as far back.
It's not as long as you think. Yeah.
Like there would be a few people who were like, I fucking lock my Wi-Fi. Who the fuck's in this? You know what I'm saying? Whatever, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or the password would be like password or whatever, right? And so
how
like
many characters is it? Six zeros. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, I would often go around and just like use people's Wi-Fi, you know, just whatever,
Sure,
or like check my neighbors. And when you live in an apartment complex, there's like, you know, now it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, now it's like literally like, how do I even have internet? Because all these fucking people are in.
Yeah, they're crowding in my space.
But yeah,
going back to Wired,
I never did anything malicious. I always just was like playing video games or watching YouTube, or at the time I think I was actually like stealing Simpsons episodes.
I mean, I got hit on one of that stuff because I didn't have I had a Wi-Fi thing that wasn't locked for people like guests and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that, they sent me a thing like this, whatever. I was like, I don't know what. I was like, check all. I was like, these are my MAC addresses. You know, these are none of my. These are none of my. Computers.
Oh, like somebody was like downloading movies on your.
Was downloading Superman Returns, I think it was.
What a fuckler.
That really dates it too. Not even a fucking good movie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, seriously.
And so like, based on the time when I got that, I'm pretty sure someone had just downloaded that movie, and then just watched it, left it on like seeding.
They were seeding it?
They were seeding it and just forgot about it. And, you know what I'm saying?
That's how you get popped every time.
I'm pretty sure they were just sitting there. Like, it was just sitting there. Like,
how do torrents even have
this was probably like 3 years after the movie came out. So, like, and like, it's just like, whatever. Like, the idea of a torrent now to me is insane. Like, how can you convince anyone to do that?
Yeah.
For one, and for two,
well, for like stuff like
stream it,
like stuff like albums and shit. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, you know, like I've gotten some very hard to find. Oh man, I need to find that thumb drive. I probably lost it. I used to have some very hard to find video game soundtracks.
Right. Yeah.
That the only way you can get them is torrent them, because, or you're gonna like, you have to find someone who's selling it, who imported it from Japan, and then
that's my issue.
Selling it.
It's like, so weird thing that like a lot of people don't know about me and Joey actually too is that we listen to a lot of like kind of obscure shit, like not like hipster.
Yeah, and it's not like, oh, you gotta hear this, you gotta be. It's just like fucking video game soundtracks and weird. And I'm not even like the king nerd of that shit. There's some people who are like king nerd of that.
They want it on vinyl.
Yeah, they want vinyl, or they like, oh, this is this person's remix, and they.
But yeah, like I listen to like a lot of Japanese imports and stuff like that, like shit that like I have no other alternative. Yeah, but to find a torrent for it. Yeah, like you know, I run the risk of getting in trouble for it. So
I mean, you can always do the shitty thing and just rip off YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you end up with a shitty YouTube rip.
You get a YouTube quality sound of it. Yeah,
yeah, and you're just like, oh, this is.
That being said, Spotify really stepped their game up recently. I resubscribed to Spotify because they were like, "Yo, what if we give you a month for $1?" I was like, "Yeah." I did that, and so like a lot of like Asian Kung Fu Generations on there, Maximum Hormones on
nice there. Those are good. Those are good.
They were not previously on there. Still no pillows.
No,
I don't have the pillows.
Pillows are on they're on Pandora, so maybe that's what they're just only doing one.
They
or
got
the
like
other.
some exclusivity going on.
Maybe.
Well, that's kind of it, guys.
Yeah, you know, follow us at MonsterCat. You know, twitch.tv/MonsterCat. I had to tell someone about MonsterCat. Do you know about?
I don't know what they're fucking.
MonsterCat's a radio label, and they do like EDM and techno and stuff like that. But they have a Twitch setup and a mixer setup, and you can just go on there and it's just them streaming 24/7 their shit. So there are some video game soundtracks in there, like some of the Rocket League stuff's in there, some of the Ruby stuff's in there.
Shout out to the YouTube channel Lo-Fi Hip Hop Beats.
Yeah, on 24/7.
It's gotten me through some rough times, some long shifts. You don't got to worry about nothing.
Shout out to my boy Night Ride FM. That's
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
Because it tastes so good.
Obviously, questions at goldensaucer.net, podcast at goldensaucer.net.
Send them to Alf this time.
Alf at goldensaucer.net. Just send him everything.
He's got to do a little bit of homework.
Yeah. What else? Obviously, you can follow us on Twitter, but it just tweets about when we go on live and stuff like that. And I used to post like like all the social network stuff. Like usually on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, if I post something, it's like, holy shit, I just saw some cool shit. I'm gonna share it, and that's like once a month at best.
You ever hit them with the memes?
Sometimes I think about doing memes, and then I go, do I really want to be like a shit show? You know,
I'm too old for that. Yeah.
just
the memes got to be fucking top quality.
Yeah, I think
none of the car salesman banging on the top of the car. I'm dating this episode right now.
Yeah, that's my favorite meme. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Have you seen the one where it's like America? It's like this one like where they're just commenting on like so many school shooters in this one.
No. My current favorite one is the salesman's got the cover of Dragula, the Rob Zombie face, and he was like, this can dig through so many ditches.
Right. That one's too good though. That's too on the nose. You know what it is. Like there's one with Homer's like, this guy can eat 64 slices of American cheese. That was pretty good. So, all right. Well, let's wrap up the show there. Any parting words?
No.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.